Happy birthday to Cailey Fleming, the actress of Judith Grimes. WTF. I thought she was still a kid. OMG, I'm getting old. AMC thinking about reviving the show just so they can kill her off for turning 18. In Neeson we trust. Even if someone is a hater of this movie, they could never argue with the guy that trained Obi-Wan Kenobi and Batman. I don't like a lot of stuff in this movie, but Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon was great. I loved EP1 and still do. Just bought a 90s copy of The Hobbit. Is someone having me on? Daniel Radcliffe signature on a Lord of the Rings book. That's got to be worth money to the right nerd in 50 years. Hello, no_Cantaloupe. My name is Daniel Radcliffe. That's definitely his signature, or else a very convincing forgery. I think back in the day people genuinely mixed him and Elijah Wood up, so he probably just shrugged and signed the book. Multiple publishers ready to delay their games to avoid GTA 6 onslaught, it's claimed BGC. Imagine GTA 6 being repeatedly delayed, causing more delays across the AAA industry and single-handedly bimping up overall quality of games. Nintendo, so we've decided to launch a certain 3D platforming game on a particular day. Rockstar are famous for delaying their games. Honestly, don't be surprised at all if they announce halfway through the year that GTA 6 is delayed until 2026. I'm sure it will be worth the wait, don't get me wrong. But Rockstar and schedules don't mix. They're waiting for Rockstar to make the push of an $80 price tag for an initial AAA game release. I'm very skeptical with the 2025 release though. In the movie King Kong, 2005, a big, fat man from the audience can be seen laughing out loud at Andaro's comedic tumble. This foreshadows the event that happens later, when Kong bursts out laughing after and falls while attempting to amuse him. There's a fun interview with Naomi Watts where she discusses asking David Lynch for advice about whether to take this role. She switches into an amazing David Lynch impression and says, Naomi, anyone who sits in the palm of King Kong, will be a movie star for life. Absolutely love this movie. One of my favorite details is the crate in the underbelly of the ship labeled Sumatran Rat Monkey, a nod to one of Peter Jackson's first films, Brain Dead. Found this on Twitter. Memes aside, I love that they got Richard Brake in that role. He absolutely nailed it. How did it cost over $150 million? There is absolutely no way there is no backdoor money being transferred. Official Oscars thread 2025. Nick Offerman not knowing Amy Poehler's name is a good bit. Conan's greatest strength is above all else he's at his best when he makes fun of himself. Acolyte defenders on Reddit be like. Remember when it was the prequels? I'm trying to remember the last time the sub was actually fun. Simulu reacts to Shang-Chi finally returning in Avengers, Doomsday. GIF. End credit scene is everyone at karaoke or we riot? It's absolutely criminal that we never got a Shang-Chi 2 before Doomsday. Sony closes Simon Pegg and Nick Frost's production outfit Stolen Picture. Still a fan of these guys, but creatively feels like Edgar Wright was the real creative force of their trio. We'll always have the Cornetto trilogy though. I had no idea that their company was called Stolen Picture, and this title gave me a migraine trying to read it. What is the greatest animated film of all time? Not sure whether it's the greatest of all time, but The Land Before Time, 1988, is my all-time favorite. The Last Unicorn. It truly inspired future generations to develop the medium, and it was a legit movie vs just a cartoon. It made it okay for legitimate actors to be Vess. A perfect mix of joy, humor, sadness, regret, longing, original music, and acting. One El Grande Americano gimmick has not gone over well with many fans in Mexico and Latin America. Eco Beto Ocampo, editor-in-chief of Super Luchas, wrote, "This is an insult on many levels, both to Mexican wrestling and to Mexico itself. They could have left out the Gulf of America reference. I don't think WWE cares about insulting Mexicans or Mexico. I'm only keeping up by Reddit, is it not supposed to be an insulting heel gimmick? Edit okay, judging from replies it is, it's just touching on shit that's too real to have fun booing. Edit 2, okay, I've seen clips and it looks like they're playing it more like haha, what a funny joke, am I right? We're all laughing here, which is not the vibe in the world currently. The last 24 hours in a nutshell. I really wanted to like this show. but it had horrible pacing, I didn't care about anyone, and when they went Parent Trap at the end of one episode, I just dropped it. It had great fights, and the time period had great potential, but they just simply dropped the ball. The market has spoken. How much does the show benefit from so much time passing between seasons that we almost forget cringe shit like this happened? In season 3 they will cast an influencer from each social media platform. Fans were robbed only having a YouTuber. Am I supposed to know who this is? For a pseudo-medieval setting, the free cities sure have a great dental care plan. Like and subscribe.